1 year, etc., etc. What's the argument now? Yeah, people just that Palmer's just brilliant, and anyone who didn't rate him's got to hold the L. Chelsea could be really good this season. Depends on if the league wises up and starts defending deep like they do for City and Arsenal. Palmer is
second half
elite.
of the season, you'll get respect.
So you don't think teams respect Chelsea and are too open against them, Gal?
Yeah, I think at this point, just look at Wolves, West Ham. Look at some of these teams that they're facing and how they're not really defending with low blocks. They're not really taking them as serious. We did that in our first season when people were thinking like, what are these guys doing in the title challenge? Because we were blitzing teams in the first couple of minutes, scoring 2-3 past them, and they weren't able to get back into games. And Chelsea's attack can do that to the smaller teams. But how they fare against the bigger teams is where they're truly going to be tested. As I don't think they're going to be able to do that against the Man Cities, the Arsenals, the Liverpools, or anybody of serious quality.
But if they do, that's what I'm saying though. If Chelsea go into their hard run and they start performing like this against the big teams, that's when I can say, okay, these men might be serious. These men might actually be a top.
Can I be honest? I actually think we're a much better counter-attacking team in our current form than we are breaking like teams down. So I think playing the bigger teams will actually help us more than anything. But
also,
I do think the way Maresca plays his football, I think we'll actually do quite well against low blocks as the team starts learning the system a bit better. But I'll keep
Maresca's done brilliantly, by the way.
Maresca, before the start of the season, I said Maresca. I just have this weird feeling. I didn't tell you why or how. I just felt he would do well. And right now, my feeling is doing all right.
Maresca I always felt Maresca was going to either be a disaster or absolutely amazing. I didn't feel that he'd just do okay. And so far, it looks like he's doing an amazing job. Palmer, Foden are 10s naturally and all get compared to Saka. Saka can play in defense. Can they? Everyone needs to slow down on my Blues. We are the youngest squad in the Premier League. This is peak, but there will be valleys. Keep the blue flag flying high. What I do love about football fans, and it isn't all, it's just some, is that everyone ends up repeating what they criticize other people for doing in the past. Like I saw Chelsea fans last week talking about why are Arsenal fans happy about playing pragmatic football. The same Arsenal fans who for 10 years would have said pragmatic football should be illegal. We all do it as football fans. We're all up and down. We all chop and change. Chelsea fans will probably defend their team when they lose games with a younger squad, but they would have turned around and said about Arsenal 2 years ago, that's no excuse. We're all very, very fickle when it comes to that, all of us. Saad, you can't simultaneously take risks and commit men forward whilst also defending the same way against City unless everyone is Mo Salah combined with Mo Farah. Can't take risks in a low block is what Ben Martin says.
I agree with this.
That's completely fine. But all I'm saying is you need to be a bit more organized. Don't just have man just running, just slowly jogging back, looking hella lethargic when these men are running. They've got pacey wingers, bro. It's not like they've got some slow guys. It's not like they've got Jadon Sancho on the wing who isn't quick. They've got freaking Mavidi, bro, who's a quick winger, bro. He's rapid. So don't just be there lethargic like this, just doing a little jog. Like, bro, what's this? Do you know what I mean? I need you to show some passions and get back, bro.
Yes, just not over-respect them, but respect them just enough. Do you know what I mean on the pitch? That they are dangerous.
Exactly. Show them respect. Don't just disrespect them like that because look, you get hurt, bro. That's what happens.
I thought the team basically was like 2-1. We're gonna score another goal and the game's done. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But that goal that he scored was a wonder goal. Let's be honest.
Yes.
He's never gonna hit the ball like that ever again.
And the stat that someone just put in there, I think they got 0.3 xG for the whole game.
2.7.
0.27. However, when they scored the 2 goals, that was from 0.03 xG. It was later in the game they added more xG to the game, so their goals came from 0.03. Now I know David, you love xG. That's an anomaly.
No, when I was watching, there was one save he did. Right, like I think Havertz like swiveled and kicked it from about 4 yards away, and somehow he, from being over here, he just went like that. And I was like, nah, this guy's on.
Sorry, Gal, but you, David, someone who knows and respects XG, a team conceding 2 goals from 0.03 xG, you would say
Very
that's something
rare.
to not. Yeah, you'd
No,
say it's something
very
not
rare.
to worry about
not-
and concern
it's
yourself with.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
an anomaly.
I hear you on that. A lot of we haven't got probably time to hear everything from you, Ches. We're near the end of the show, but just me because I've got to get through the super chats and watch some of this game. Yeah, I know. We're an hour in. Conversation happening. Is Cole Palmer? I want to ask you about Cole Palmer. Is Cole Palmer the best player in the Premier League right now?
Based off form, he is. Yeah, like he's shining. Last season, I think he was top 3 players of the season with Haaland and Foden. And a lot of people said penalty merchant. Can he really do it? Teams are sitting back. When he wait till he gets double teamed, he's now on 10 GA in 5-6 games in the league. 10 GA. 10.
He's not even playing well.
Win sub has been 5 games. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't really need to gas him up because the football does the speaking for me. And like my football team, they do the speaking for me. So a guy was asked to give the salt and say, "I'll wait till you get low blocked against all this." But at the moment in time, we are sitting 3rd in the league. We've scored the most goals in the league. We've got 3 or 4 top players in each position in terms of goals and assists in the league. So I'm okay right now, isn't it? And this is for a team apparently who's going to finish 6th or 7th or 8th. And the receipts are on my flipping phone. Of all these people in these
he's not lying, by the way.
Because I've been saying it.
And he asked me questions and he was like, all right, I've screenshotted it.
So knows. Everyone's panel's got a prediction from me on my phone.
Is that why you never gave Terry your predictions?
He did.
They came in yesterday.
Yesterday.
I think my prediction was Chelsea coming 5th. I still think.
By the way, I haven't said anything crazy. I'm not saying we're going to finish.
No, I know you haven't. Yeah. You said top 4. Ches, the only part of your prediction that didn't make sense to me, and I said I was going to ask you about it, is you predicted Arsenal to win the league, but you said you predicted the biggest underperformer to be Rice. And the reason I wanted to ask you about that is, but I know David likes it, but I've never seen a team win the league where their main holding midfield player underperformed throughout the course of a season. So I don't see how.
Good question.
That's the only bit that didn't make sense in terms of marrying up as a prediction.
I'll give you the response. Well, I'm going to go off underperformer in terms of the view of the player, not in terms of the quality of the player and how he performs. Okay. So, for example, I think Rice is an extremely overrated player. I think he's a limited footballer. I think he's good defensively, but apart from his defensive attributes, I don't really bring a lot to the game. So for me personally, Terry, it can make sense for everybody in Arsenal to be 8 out of 10 for the season. He'd be a 6, therefore underperform, and they still have enough to win the league. If that makes sense.
You know, logically, I get what you mean. So yeah, he's still going to be good, but he's going to underperform based on.
But he's the same guy who believes Caicedo is the best defensive midfielder in the league now that Rodri's injured.
I said
he is the best.
He's actually
there you are. There you are.
Answer me this question, yeah? Who's been better than Caicedo in midfield in this league so far? Tell me.
You never said on form. You said
you're not answering my question.
No.
That depends. As a defensive midfielder, that depends on what you rate.
I said this. I said not last season.
You never said this season.
Hang on, too many voices. So are you saying Ches the best after Rodri period, or just on form?
No, not period, because he hasn't proven it over a large period of space. But I'm just saying this season he's performed. I think the best in the league.
I would say him and Gravenberch would be my 2. I think the best 2 DMs in the league so far this year. Let me just finish
got an assist this season.
Gravenberch, I think, he scored goals as well, though. I swear he scored goals.
No,
yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go and look.
I know, Terry.
I know Caicedo. I don't know about Gravenberch, is what I'm saying. I haven't looked. Sky King here says, not happy, no urgency. Saka doing... No, already done that super chat, actually. Sorry. Yeah. Already done this one as well from Andrew. This here says, you're right, Palmer isn't a winger in winger combos anymore, Sard. Palmer moved on to the best player in the world conversations. Cole just better. I think he is one of the best players in the world right now. There's no doubt. Saka was phenomenal today. Most big chances created in Europe this season in a game. First player to create 8+ chances and complete 8 take-ons in Premier League this decade. Yeah, as I said, this is one of those games, Arsenal fans, if you like debates online, mark this game down when somebody says, tell me about a game, what you did in the game where you didn't score or assist. Today he was phenomenal, and the numbers back it up too. Which is fair enough. I'm not arguing that at all if you get it. I hear what you're saying now. That was something earlier. Jesus has been ignoring final tap-in passes to others recently in favor of trying to score. Unacceptable way to try and get back in favor. Costly.
Don't even try to defend him, bro.
Jesus, it's
a wrap. It's a wrap.
No, I understand it. But it's not defending him. Hang on. It's not about defending him. It's about me being honest with myself. Because what have I said? If you could watch me for years, I like attackers that take responsibility and shoot. Depends on when, though. Like, everyone moans that Harry Kane didn't square it to Raheem Sterling. And I think Harry Kane was right to shoot. Oh, what a fucking save! Oh, my God. How did Szoboszlai not score? Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. That threw me. What a save!
Sorry, can I say something there? What you're saying, yeah. It depends in context. The issue is Gabriel Jesus hasn't scored since February.
No,
so
I agree. No, I agree.
I think that bolt. Listen, the thing is, for me, I was a big Jesus. I backed him a lot, bro. Yeah, but that Bolton game, it was a wrap after that, bro.
No, I agree.
I said for years that Jesus.
Why are we putting? Sorry, guys. Let me just finish these super chats, guys. I've got to shoot in a minute. Sorry. Why are we putting two young kings against each other? Let's laugh at Foden. He's not in the convo right now. Have you guys seen the save? Did you just see it?
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah,
it's crazy. Because I've got the TVs. It's crazy.
An open goal. I don't know. He's missed that.
I didn't disregard Saka's corner skills, but to compare what Palmer is doing, regardless of the pens, how can it still be the same convo between them? I still think they're both in the. But I still think they're both in the conversation for two of the best players in the league. I just think Palmer right now is performing better. That's all. I think they're in the conversation. I wouldn't say Cole Palmer is so clear of Saka that it's disrespectful for the conversation to take place. I think that would be crazy. 1 or 2 years, could the Prem be better than the 2000s? Mate, if you've got 4 or 5 teams challenge it, trust me, all these mugs, these kids like David, who looks at the last 5-6 years, right, and thought, this is the best Premier League era ever. Look at the points totals. The points totals are so high because you didn't have 3 or 4 teams competing for the league title. What you'll now get is less points per team, but you're gonna go through what my era went through, where there was 3, 4, 5 teams every year that were vying to win the league. Much more exciting and better. Igao is spot on. What about Foden? Crap play. Well, he ain't a crap player though, Foden. Come on. The debate was never Foden versus Saka or Palmer versus Saka. It's Palmer versus Foden, the 10s. That's the chain you should keep taking, Chelsea fans. Palmer clear of Foden. What has Arsenal done apart from bombastic talk shitting on other teams on YouTube? Why hasn't great angry manager Arteta won major trophies? In fact, he has won a major trophy. He's won an FA Cup. He's definitely won an FA Cup. And if remember, Chelsea fans, if you're going to take his FA Cup away and say it's Unai Emery's, Thomas Tuchel didn't win the Champions League. Frank Lampard did.
You can't really compare.
You can compare. 100% you can.
Terry.
Wait.
100% you can.
No, Ches. Just think of it like this. Because Arteta won the FA Cup with Emery's squad, therefore Thomas Tuchel won the Champions League with Frank Lampard's squad. However, Frank Lampard therefore is a better manager than Mikel Arteta. Thank you.
I'm just saying. By the way, in my opinion, it's Arteta's FA Cup and it's Tuchel's Champions League. But remember, a lot of Chelsea fans have seen the potential in this team. Have been saying, "Just wait." A lot of people owe those fans an apology now.
Looking at one of them. I'm saying I backed it from day one. Ask Terry.
Well, maybe Ches, you'll calm down a bit on the shows and start talking nicer to people now. You're not so triggered. It'd be nice. Because you have been moving mad the last 6 months. The way you are with people, it's been like, where's lovely Ches gone? It's like when your team got.
Hey, Terry, that's what you call a demon arc. This is my good
Nah.
art.
No,
See,
do you know what I
Chelsea
think it
get
is?
better,
Do you know,
yeah?
no, do you know what I think it is? I think you put a bit of weight on size because you've been in the gym and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking start throwing my weight around a bit. That's what you're doing.